Hey everybody, it's Marc Gill from Marc's on the Grill, and today we're going to show you how to make a perfect, easy, delicious smoked chicken. I'm even going to show you how to make the rub, butterfly it, the whole 9 yards. But even cooler, we're going to make it on the Char-Broil 3-in-1 smoker roaster grill. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to see this machine, I believe it because it's actually hard to find these things. They're so popular. We've sold over 100,000 of these on live shopping. I don't know how many online, all that kind of stuff, but this is one of the most versatile grills, roasters, smokers you're ever going to use. Let me take you on a little bit of a tour of what's going on here, okay? Come on in here and check this out, guys. Handles all have silicone on them. It's totally portable. You can use this tailgating if you want. There's only a couple of buttons, super easy. The learning curve on this is practically nothing. It's a nice cylindrical shape, which is very cool because inside, and careful of the heat there as you come in, you've got a giant cooking space which accommodates the basket that you're going to see here in a second, which is great for doing oilless turkey fries, great big cuts of meat, the whole 9 yards. There's an attachment on here to turn it into an infrared grill. I mean, have a look at this thing online. We'll throw a link down there. This thing's fantastic, guys. So top to bottom, whether you're grilling, roasting, smoking, man, this is a great choice. And what really makes it special is the smoker box on the side. So now, not only are you roasting those big meats, but now you're smoking them too. So we're gonna get a little bit of an Applewood smoke going in here. Now let's get our rub ready and get our chicken in the grill. All right, guys, come on over here and I'm gonna show you how to make a rub, okay? So we've got all of our ingredients laid out here. We've got paprika, we've got salt, kosher salt, if anybody cares. We've got onion powder, garlic. You can use fresh mince or you can use powder. We've got garlic, cumin. Now we've got some brown sugar. Nice. We got a little more paprika, some rosemary, and some pepper flakes. Now, why didn't we put the paprika there? Well, I'll tell you in a second. Oh, and also this is an Applewood smoke, so we've got some Applewood chips. So guys, watch what we're gonna do here, okay? I'm gonna go ahead first. I'm gonna get all of these dry ingredients right in here like this. Well, mostly dry ingredients. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there, okay? What you've got right now is spices, all right? Now I'm going to go ahead and stir them up. And here's the thing, guys. Right now, what you've got in there are spices. That's it, spices. This is not a rub yet. If you're wondering what makes spices a rub, it's the addition of this, brown sugar. That's what it does. The brown sugar is what caramelizes on the food, gives it that really great glaze, that crunch, the whole bit. So once you've got your spices all in there like that, now we're going to go ahead and turn it from spices into a rub, just like that. We'll get all that incorporated. All right. All right, now that is a good basic rub for any kind of meat, pork, chicken, brisket, anything like that. But if you're going to do a specific kind of meat, then you always want to add maybe a couple of little extra things into that rub. So for poultry, here's what we're going to do. A little extra paprika, because I want a little bit more of a punch of that. We're going to put in some rosemary. This will add a really nice flavor. And if you like it a little bit spicy like we do, then some pepper flakes in there just like that. All right, let's get this mixed up and let's introduce it to the chicken. All right, so our rub is rub-a-dub done. And now we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do with our chicken. Let me show you how to get this one ready. Actually, we're gonna butterfly it. This is pretty cool. We are actually going to butterfly this chicken, okay? That means turning the chicken that looks like that into a chicken that looks like this. It cooks quicker, it's cooler, I don't know. So now, we are dealing with chicken, so I got some rubber gloves here when it's time for that. But first, let's go ahead and do what we need to do to get this broken like that. Now, you can do this with kitchen shears, you can do it with a regular knife, but if you're like me, anytime you get your hands on a power tool, especially when you're cooking, I'm all for it. So if you've got a good electric knife, go ahead and give it a try with one of these. So guys, here we go. Oh, I love it. That's so awesome. And you're gonna feel it go through the bone, right? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Ooh, it's shaking, shaking. There we go. I love it. So we know that snapped through the bone. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the knife here. And now's the time to put on the rubber gloves. Again, guys, no messing around with chicken. If you got a chance to put on these rubber gloves, go ahead and do it. If not, make sure everything gets nice and clean when you're all done. Nothing ruins a barbecue like a nice bout of salmonella. All right, so we got this guy ready. You're going to turn him over, and you're basically going to break that sternum just like that. So look at it, we got her. So now that's butterflied, and this guy is butterflied. So now let's go ahead and get that rub that we just put together. There we are. And let's just start introducing that to the party. Here we go. All right, and just, you know what? Those spices are going to work their way in there, you guys. Look at that. That is beautiful. That brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
See, every time. My poor camera lady has a cold. So let's go ahead and get all of this worked in real nice. Be liberal with this. That's why you make a lot of it. Perfect. All right, so now here's the other reason you want to use rubber gloves. The cleanup is so simple. Look at that. Oh, lovely. So now here's where things are going to get really cool. Remember, I told you this works on a basket system. So there is your basket. And the cool thing about this is you can stack the food. That means, you know, like any type of barrel type smoker like you've got here, you can do lots and lots and lots of food in a really small footprint. So I'll tell you, if you like camping and tailgating and stuff like this, imagine what you could do that you couldn't do with a grill when you got something like that in the parking lot of the campsite. Just saying. So now it's time to put our chicken in the basket so we can get it smoking. Now I'm going to do this breast side down, all right, because I'm going to turn these guys about halfway through the cooking process, and I want it to finish breast side up. So there we go. That's going to fit in there just like that. And now I've got two more of these little half shells. These are terrific. This is what separates all those cooking spaces and really expands the amount of food that you can put in this guy. Man, I'm telling you, you want to cook for 1 or 2, this thing's pretty cool. You want to cook for 20 or 30, it gets even cooler. So again, breast side down, just like that. And guys, we are ready. So I'm going to take this like this, and we're going to head over to this guy. Now all we're going to do is flip that lid just like this, and we're going to set this guy right inside. I love it. Holy moly, that's beautiful. By the way, that ring of holes that's there, it allows all the dry air to escape, so it keeps everything nice and tender and juicy. So we're going to close this lid, and we're going to come back to it in about 1 hour and check that temperature, and we're going to look for about 110 degrees. That's when we know to flip it and let it get to that 165 where it's going to be perfect. So I'll see you for that flip. All right, so we missed it by a couple of degrees, but that's okay. That's the fun thing. When you're barbecuing and grilling, even little mistakes taste great. So now, like I said, this is a basket system. We're going to pull it out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to just take these chickens and we're going to flip them over. On top, and now that is going to go ahead and live in there until it's all done. Join me here at the side, because we're going to go ahead and put some more smoking chips in here. About once every half hour to hour in your smoke, go ahead and add those wood chips. Now, it's up to you. If you don't like the big smoke flavor, then tone it down a bit. If you like it a bit more, add more. It's all up to you, man. So let's go ahead. It's a nice thing when you're doing it at home. You get it your way every time. All right, here we go. Pop that right in, and we're going to see you at 165 degrees for a bit of rest. All right, guys, so that's it. Super fast, super quick, super simple, and really delicious no matter what type of smoker you like to use, whether it's an electric, a barrel, an offset, a big green egg, makes no difference at all. The magic is always in that rub. Remember, get those spices in there, add that brown sugar to make sure you get that caramelization and that really nice caramel flavor, and then depending on what you're cooking, just doctor it up a little bit like we did with our chicken here. So let's go ahead and have a peek. All right, here we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, let's get our thermometer out and make good and sure that we are at least at 165. Oh yeah, we're there. We are there. All right, perfect. And I can see the juice is going crazy inside. So let's go ahead, grab our cloth here. There's all kinds of smart ways to get the basket out of there. This probably is not one of them. By the way, all the grease that drips down goes into a grease trip pan on the inside, so that's pretty cool. Guys, that basket is the handiest darn thing. Let's get our one out of the top here, and we'll go ahead and do a little bit of cutting. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Is that not beautiful? Look at that, you guys. Oh, baby, does that look good. All right. Now, I got my electric knife back out here. So let's go ahead Oh yeah, let it work. Let the knife do all the work. Perfect. Okay, and then we'll go ahead. We'll get this all nice and cut. Oh, look at that. Are you kidding with this, you guys? Isn't that beautiful? All right, let's go ahead. Put that there to bring inside. That guy, that skin is crispy. It's so juicy. I can just see it. Oh, man, look at that. Just like that. Now, I think I have a fork around here somewhere. Oh, yeah. Get a good look at that right there. That is that beautiful, beautiful rub, man. Getting into that, deep into the heart of the meat of that breast. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Ouch. Chef hands. Oh, look at that. Tender, juicy, perfect. I'm going to pick that off right there. We got a little bit of a perfect bite here, guys. My name is Marc Gill. This has been Marc's on the Grill. You got to try this rub on this chicken. You don't even have to babysit it, man. Just check for that 110 to 120, flip it over, wait for 165, let it rest for a couple of minutes. All right, guys. I'm going to cut the other one up, get them all served up. Again, my name is Marc Gill. This is Marc's on the Grill. We will see you next time.